People always think horror lives in dark forests or abandoned houses. Mine started in comment sections, inboxes, and private chats. I used to believe I was careful online. Now I know better. I work late. I leave the office after everyone else and walk across a big parking lot to my car. I usually listen to music, message friends, and unplug. Nothing strange. A few months ago, someone followed my account and liked almost every picture I had. Their profile had a normal name and a simple bio. They messaged me like we'd known each other for years. They said they recognized me from work events. They even mentioned the street near my office. I assumed they were someone I had simply forgotten, so I replied. They were funny. Friendly. We talked about podcasts, bad coffee, and how boring adult routines feel. Then they started predicting things. You're leaving late tonight again. Long walk to the car. Be careful. I brushed it off. Coincidence, right? One night, I stepped outside the office and my phone buzzed. Don't take the usual path. The light is out. I looked up. The tall lamp on the right side of the lot flickered weakly. I typed back. Where are you? No reply. Instead, another message, you always check your trunk first. Smart. My chest tightened. Checking the trunk was something I did out of habit. I had never posted about it. No one else had seen me do it. I spun around. The lot looked empty. When I got home, I blocked the account and tried to convince myself I was overreacting. The next evening, a new profile appeared. Empty. No posts. No followers. First message, blocking me won't keep you safe. I'm trying to help. I reported it. I told building security. They took notes and did nothing. A week later, I found something pressed beneath my windshield wiper. It was a tiny scrap of paper with one line written carefully, move the camera. Better angle now. There was no signature. Security checked the footage. The cameras covering the lot had been unplugged that night. They never saw who did it. I changed my routine. Different exit. Different schedule. New parking area. The messages stopped. Sometimes I stand at my window before bed and feel like someone is looking back, from somewhere I can't see. And the worst part is simple. They never wanted to meet. They only wanted to watch. I have a small hobby channel where I talk about creepy urban legends. Nothing big. A niche audience. Basic stuff. One day, I got an email from a guy claiming to run a podcast network. He said he loved my voice and wanted to bring me on board. The offer sounded reasonable. He talked about revenue splits, audience growth, and collaboration. He suggested we do a private test interview first to hear my audio quality. We recorded one session. He was polite and professional. He asked questions about how I write, how often I record, what equipment I use. Then things shifted. He wanted my exact room layout. Where my desk was. What brand of curtains I had. Whether I usually recorded near a window or a wall. He called it sound optimization. The next time we recorded, I heard something faint in the background of his mic. It sounded like my voice, but delayed. Almost like an echo. He laughed it off. Said it was feedback. That night he emailed again. You sound best when you sit closer to the window. The streetlight outside gives the mood you need. I had never told him I had a streetlight outside. You cannot see it through my videos, and my window sits behind me, off camera. I replied and asked how he knew. He didn't answer. But the following morning, there was a new message, I think we've built enough trust. Let me show you something. Join this private call. Turn your camera on. He sent a link. No platform name. Just a direct page. I clicked it, but I covered my camera first. The screen opened to a black window. Then slowly, another window appeared beside it. It was my street. Live. Not my door. Not my face. My entire street. He spoke quietly through the audio. Now you understand the reach of our network. I closed the laptop. Unplugged everything. Called a friend to stay with me. By the time anyone checked, the email was gone and the link dead. Like it had never existed. I still run my channel. But I record facing the wall. And every now and then, a single anonymous comment appears beneath my videos. The lighting isn't as good anymore. People think danger announces itself with noise. Footsteps. Screams. Breaking glass. Most of the time, it arrives like a friendly message. A harmless invitation. A comment that feels personal in a way it shouldn't. If something online pushes past your boundaries, step back. Silence can save you. And if you ever feel watched without knowing where from, there is usually a reason. Tell me which story unsettled you the most. And if you have one of your own, I am still listening.